A very good morning to you, and I hope you had a great weekend. I had a very good weekend. I went out partying with my brother and my friends. We went to the Avicii concert, which was really cool, and it was the first time I'd ever been to H2O out in Boksburg. I obviously live more in Kyalami side. I was a little bit apprehensive at first because they got such a bad reputation, with drugs and all that sort of stuff. But there wasn't really much of that at the scene, so it was okay. I'm not an abuser. I don't believe in it. I don't see the reason for it. That's just my personal view and the legal view, apparently. I'm also not a very big drinker, and I get a lot of flack for that as well. I enjoy to have a glass of wine here and there, and crack open a beer after a hard day at work. But to go out and purposely get smashed is, I don't know. I used to do it, as growing up in school and college and everything like that. That it was fun, sort of. But I don't know. It's just I'm past it now, and I want to do other stuff, and I'd like to actually remember my evenings now. Just as an example, and I don't know why I get berated about not drinking, and everybody's like, "Oh, but why aren't you drinking?" But like the worst thing I got as well, and it actually hurt a little bit, was I'm no fun when I'm not drunk. I'm more fun when I'm drunk. And I was like, well, I don't understand that. Am I really a boring person? Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe you should go hang out somewhere else. Because of all the nights of going out and crazy and being silly and all that sort of stuff, it's a lot of fun to talk about it afterwards. It's like, oh, do you remember? And you did this and that and what. Sometimes you do remember, sometimes you don't. But the point I'm trying to say is that, like, if I can't be fun without alcohol, what's happened to myself? Where's my self-enjoyment? And that's become a great concern for me and for a lot of people, I think. I think a lot of people don't think that they can go out and have fun without alcohol. And it's quite a serious issue for me, at least, and it's something that I'm trying to fix personally. I'm not putting pressure on anybody else to not drink. It's just the way I feel about things. It's not in any way interfering with your fun evening, so by all means go get smashed. I'll tell you exactly what happened afterwards, but don't harp on the fact that I'm not drinking with you. I'm there to have a good time. I'll have a good time with you, be in my bottle of water or my Coke, and we'll leave it at that. But and it's a lot of self-discovery for me, because I want to make sure that I can have a good time with people. But when people are shoving drinks in my face and then they start arguing with me because I'm not drinking, please, then I'm going to get angry and I'm going to start getting irritated. And it's amazing. It is amazing when you're with a group of people and you're the only one that's not drinking, how you can get shunned from a group. It's a little bit disheartening, but I don't know, maybe think about it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should be drinking more, but that's my feel on the things, and I'd like to be more in control of my actions and what I do, and being sober to drive, for one thing, because I do a lot of driving. I enjoy driving, as you can see. This weekend was cool. I had a good time. I went to H2O, where we had the Avicii concert. It was awesome. I took my GoPro there and recorded the whole thing. Obviously, my battery ran flat when Avicii came out, so I turned to my BlackBerry, but I put the whole video together. It was an awesome video. Posted it on YouTube, and it got blocked because I used an Avicii song at the Avicii concert. It's not like I did anything technically wrong. There's a lot of copywriting and fair use restrictions and wada. I've sent a mail to EMI and UMG because I have to request for permission to use the songs. I even tweeted Avicii to get permission to use the song. It's a big issue, around copyrights and fair play and YouTube and everything like that. And I did a lot of reading up on YouTube and what the license agreements are, because obviously for me, I'm very anti-piracy. I don't condone it. I buy all my music, I buy all my movies, buy all my Blu-ray movies, and I get very angry about it because it's an artist's work and they deserve the cash for it. A couple of misconceptions with copyright and use in videos occurred. Like, even if you've bought the song and even if you credit the artist at the end of your video, doesn't make it legally correct in your usage of how you've done it. It's a good start, but you still need permission, even if it's for non-commercial use. So even if you're not making any money off your video, you just want to show a video of you and your mates having a fun time, and you play a copyrighted song, you can't use it without the artist's permission. So there's a lot of reading to do on copyright law and how it all works and all that sort of stuff, which I'm slowly making my way through. I'm actually trying to find a copyright lawyer, because there's lots of music. It's the biggest problem for me, or for any blogger, I guess. If you want to show off something, you need some music in the background, and I can't make my own music. I've been looking at ways to do it, but it doesn't exist. So that was my biggest challenge. And the whole licensing thing got me thinking, because licensing is such a huge issue, especially for South Africans, because we get cut off from a lot of things, especially licensing for music, for movies, for game content. For instance, Xbox Live. We can't get services like Netflix. Why? The movie rights aren't licensed for Netflix in South Africa. That's why we don't get the amount of services. It's not Xbox's fault. It's not Microsoft's fault. It's not PlayStation's fault. It's purely because the fact that they've partnered with companies that aren't licensed in worldwide territories. And that's another misconception. A lot of people think, like, oh no, Xbox, you're shit because you can't give us the services of the full agreement or wada. Contrary to popular belief, that content is the responsibility of the publisher, not Xbox Live. But that's an argument for another day. What I really wanted to focus on was licensing. And if there should be, because we've become such a worldwide community. I mean, our content is spread from the US to UK, China, to Australia, to South Africa. We're all part of this massive online community, but we're all restricted in certain things. I was looking at that YouTube video of where my video was now playable. My video's been blocked in 149 countries, including the US, the UK, South Africa, and a couple of other places. Where it's not blocked in Puerto Rico, Australia, and some other odd places. And I was just like, that makes no sense. I don't understand why. Why can't I just show my cool video to the world of the Avicii concert with the Avicii music? It all makes sense. And it probably does, and I probably could fight the case, but I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know, and I could get into a lot of trouble if I push it too far. Like, for instance, my YouTube account could get closed, or I could get banned from YouTube. And even worse, I could get sent to court and sued by the artist, which would suck. Anyways, you guys have an awesome day. I'm going to go have an awesome day too. And I will see you soon. Ciao. Diablo 3 gets a release date, 15th of May, which is ridiculous. It's also going to be Max Payne on the 18th of May. I'm like, why? Why do we have two of the biggest games for Mega Rob coming out in the same week? It's like there's no time. Why do you do this to us? I mean, I'm grateful that they're both coming out, but why?